Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? It's kind of creepy here in the night with the wolves howling in the hills and stuff like that, but we are doing quite well. So I'll show you my progress in a minute. We're just going to go over here and we're going to spend the night so that we don't have wolves howling in the background. I was talking to you yesterday about the ultimate sim game. A few people said that this isn't really much of a sim because it's everything's sort of so even and scripted, but I'd say that this is closer to a sim than a lot of games. So I'm classing this as a sim, even if it's not technically, you know, completely simulator-like. Some of the ideas that you guys are coming up with for the ultimate simulator games, basically every sim that we know at the moment, like Farming Sim, this, ETS2, all of those kinds of things, and hunting games as well, all rolled into one. It's just, yeah. Someone out there, please make this game. It's going to be so cool. So anyway, I've been doing a little bit of digging. As you can see, we've got 4 mats now at 92% each, and I've dug out this much of the hole. I've sort of had a little play around with moving dirt about as well on the heap. So you can sort of take the shovel and you can dig, and then you tip it out like that so that it moves the earth around. It's absolutely amazingly awesome and fantastic, and I love it. I love the fact that you can do that even in this game. But yeah, so I've been doing this, and what I've been doing is I've been carrying it over to here, and then I've been putting it in and slowly filling it up. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to do one more run. Because we've already had some gold out of the mats, and that is in that bucket over there, we've got just a little bit more that we want to put in, and then we can go back to the town and sell all of the stuff that we've got, all of this gold. But we're going to have to pan it first. Now, people have been giving me all kinds of tips with the panning. If I tip it towards the ridges on the pan, I didn't even know there were ridges on the pan, but if I do that, the gold stays and the earth moves, so we can do that. Some people just don't like the idea of me tipping it out anyway, because, you know, all that money could be lost, and yeah, you know, so it's a heart in your mouth kind of moment at times, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I defend my playstyle. That I go in here, I go into game blind and kind of puzzle it out as I go. If I'm getting, I mean, I think I really was in the first episode a little bit too slow. I probably should have edited some of that out and done more, but I was in a rush. I wanted to rush out an episode, and so it wasn't a very good quality one, and I do apologize for that, but I do like to learn as I go along. I like to sort of show you the mistakes as well as the successes, which, you know, some people do like and some people don't, and so that's kind of my approach to it. Is I like to show you the learning and the mistakes, and because when I watch something, I like to see that, you know, they don't get it perfect every time. It tends to make me feel better about myself and my poor efforts. So that's kind of how I do things. Just drop that one down there, and what are we? So we're at 97% now. I think we'll leave it at that rather than doing any more now. So we're going to try and get that out. I've been told that I could have gotten, because the pump, you just need the pump itself, and then you need the piece for here. But I didn't actually need a generator or anything, so I may have had enough money to do it, or I could have gotten a loan and I would have had enough money. But there's other interesting things that I've been told about stuff that happens now soon. When we have all loads of extra money, right? Let's not tip that out because that's got gold in it. That's valuable. We want that. So if we pick that one up there and put it in there, nope. Now there is on the way. Is it not going to work? There we go. You got to get it in just the right place. I think there we go. E. You need clean water. Oh no. Okay, so let's put that back. Those are at 97%. So it's the water that we've already had here. We're just going to have to rinse it. We didn't have a great deal of stuff in this one. Now, people say, can you put 2 lots in? No, you can't. You try and mouse over it, it's not going to let you put in another load, so we just have to do the 1 lot, and we put it in like this, and then we work it. So you drop it in and agitate it down the bottom like that and then the water goes, you can see it going a different color. There's a patch coming out later today. Now, this patch that comes out later today is going to hopefully patch in some of the issues that people have been having, in particular the whole thing with the pickup. People have been having issues with the pickup sort of exploding. It's to do with, right, if I tip it out this way, is the gold going to go as well? Look, the gold's going! I definitely dropped at least 1 piece of gold there. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, even though I'm using those ridges, the gold still went. If I go like that. Yeah. Yeah, the gold's tipping as well. I thought the ridges were supposed to catch the gold on the pan. It's what you told me. Oh, no, some of it's gone. Shake. Okay. Alright, it did do a reasonable job of catching it, but I'm still kind of... I'm pretty sure I just lost some gold there. Anyway, let's grab this up. Come here, you. That one. And for the white crosshairs, I don't know any cure on that, because some people are seeing crosshairs in black rather than white, and that's a fix that's going to be happening. We're up to 0.02 ounces. So we don't really have a great deal of gold in this the bucket that we've got at the moment, but we kind of knew that anyway. So what other issues have people been having? Well, the exploding pickup, that's to do with the physics, with all the items sort of stacking one on top of the other. That is what's causing the exploding pickup thing, and that is the priority for the patch. That is the #1 priority that they've got. Then the #2 priority is the crosshairs on the pan, so that everybody can sort of see what they're doing. And then there's other things. So when we get to like tier 3 stuff, there's going to be people got issues with the miner's moss not being able to clean it. Right, see, I can't see if I'm actually tipping gold away here or not. I'm not overly concerned about this because I know that we don't have very much stuff here, but I'm pretty sure that I have just lost another piece of gold. There's 3 pieces there at least, so let's press shift and pick those up. Get one up there, and then there's 2 over here as well. Oh, that one's moved. Can I get it? Go on. Nope, I can get it. There we go. It's very, very sensitive. Right, so we're up to 0.5 ounces. So let's just tip the rest of that out. And we can come out of there. Drop that down. And do one more. So, the next lot... oh, no, there's 2 more that you got to do. So you got to do 4 on each one. Now, the wave table is one to get. That's got another patch because that's causing people a lot of lag. So we got that one to sort of look forward to being fixed. But the wave table is apparently the way to go forward. It means that you can sort of skip this whole panning stage, which is a little bit tedious after a while. And let's just stop there, and hopefully I can grab some of this. Go on. You were right there. You should be able to pick up. I can get that one. Okay, let's move it a little bit. Move the pan. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. It's catching it. That's the problem. Got it. We got it. Right, so we're up to 0.8 ounces. I don't think that there is anything more on there. I can't see any more pieces of gold rattling around. So let's tip that all out. Last piece. There we go. Right. And we got 1 more to get. So if I drop that down and pick up the bucket and drop that in. So the patch that we have coming out today. Now, some people think that, some people have been saying that all of the items that they listed are going to be patched today. The way I read it, though, I don't think everything's being patched today. I think that that's the list of jobs that they want to do for the whole week. It's the ones at the top that are being patched today. So whether it's going to work, how it's going to work out or not, I don't really know. I think it's kind of a question of wait and see, and we'll sort of see what happens. So can I pick this stuff up while the water is still in there, or do you have to get rid of the water? If you bring it right over like this, there we go, and if I go shift, right, it's not going to let me pick it up until I've emptied all the water out. So you do have to drain the water out. Let's move it like that, and then if I press, I see, look, see, I've caught a few bits up there. If I press shift again, I'm hoping I can get that piece out there. Yep, there we go. I wouldn't mind this being slightly less sensitive. And that one there. So we're now on 0.1 ounces. I've also been told that there is something that happens when you reach 1 ounce of gold. You find a big nugget of gold, and that helps you progress. Now, I've been thinking about how I should do this. How should I progress with this particular playthrough? I did originally say that I was only going to do like 4 or 5 days of playing through, and then I would go to like maybe an episode a week or an episode every 2 weeks or something. But because of the huge popularity for this, I'm actually thinking of doing 1 episode per day for the next couple of weeks, and kind of play through most of everything that is currently in the game. And then after I've done that, then move back and sort of just drop it back into the background, and it'll just sort of be an irregular thing rather than every single day. So yeah, at the moment, I'm planning to do 1 episode of this every day for a week, for 2 weeks rather, for 2 weeks. But I'm still, there's nothing is set in stone. I will play it by ear, and we'll sort of see what people want and how much gameplay there is still to get out of it. Because obviously, once it starts to get really repetitive, it's not going to be enjoyable for anybody to watch. There's only so much that you can do with a game before it starts to get a bit tedious, and that's the same with any game. You know, Farming Simulator, I get people asking me all the time if I can do like some really big stuff with Farming Simulator, but the problem is, if you do that, it just gets really dull to watch, and nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to sort of see that sort of thing. Oop, I didn't actually mean to do that. Let's lower that down in and agitate. Now, this time, we should get loads of stuff. Stop pressing the wrong button, Frith. There we go. Right. So we should be able to get loads and loads of gold this time, so let's drain that out. Because those mats were almost at 100%. They weren't actually, they were at 97%, but we already had a little bit of gold. And I think it does actually make a difference if you go to 100% compared to not being at a full 100%. So let's just put that there and see what we get. Ooh. That was 0.4. That one was 0.5. And there's another. Okay, this is looking promising. Let's rotate round a little bit. There's another 0.2. Oh, there's actually several pieces in there. Grab that one. I've got pieces of gold sort of scattering all over the place at the moment. There's still 3 there. Or is that ones that is just dropped back onto the plate? There might actually be ones that's dropped back onto the plate. So we'll tip it up this way. I don't know if it's supposed to be that I can't see the ridges. And is that like a normal thing? That I can't see them? Can I bring it closer to me? I don't know how to bring it. Oh, it's probably because I'm in the wrong mode at the moment. So let's rotate that a little bit. Bring it back this way. Stop. No, I can't do anything in there. If I press shift again. Right, if I bring... oh, no. There. Right, now let me press shift. There's a piece. 0.27. Stop moving. Right, those 2 pieces I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up. I really don't. I can try agitating them round a bit. Let's just try tipping them out the way that I was doing it previously. There we go. I've got 2 bits of dirt left. Easy does it. And there's the gold. All on its lonesome. And no, right, so that gold is stuff that I picked up previously, and then it dropped it back into the pan, so it's not actually anything. It's not actually there. So we got 0.27 ounces at the moment. Let's drop the plate and get a bit more. Let's drop in another load. We do want to go back to town. Now, I've been told that once you get this and you get 1 ounce of gold, you actually sort of you get a bonus. It's like a scripted event where you do get a small bonus which helps you out, and it's a really good thing. And I like this idea. I love the idea of having this extra bonus, and it helps you move straight into tier 2. But we haven't looked at all of tier 1 yet. That's the only thing. The only thing I'm thinking is that there is still bits of tier 1 that we haven't seen yet, in the form of the hog plant thing with the hog pan. I was going to say hogwash again, but it's not hogwash, is it? It's a hog pan. In the form of the hog pan with the pump and stuff. We haven't done that, and we haven't used the wavetable separately whilst digging and putting it up there. I'd really like to try using the wavetable, although I am aware that there are some serious issues with the wavetable. If I go like that, I'm trying to get this so that I can actually pick stuff up. There's a big lump of gold right there. I can see it. If I could just get this earth to move out the way. There it is. There's the big one. 30 ounces was 0.6 that was. 0.06. And that's up to 36. I think perhaps I should have actually gone to the full 100%. I'm starting to think that maybe if I'd done that, we would have ended up with more. And now all the gold is hiding. So the difficult bit with this is getting the gold off the bowl. Slowly tip it out and stop. Let's try that again. I know that people were saying, no, don't do it like this, because it's supposed to catch on the ridges. But I think this is actually a better way to do it. I think this is going to work. We can gather up the gold here. Well, in theory, we can gather up the gold. I can see the gold. Stop moving. But it's not actually letting me pick that bit up. I think that's, again, I think it's bits that have gone through and not done what they were supposed to do. I will just try one other thing. Some people did say that if you get, if it's doing that, agitate it in the water a bit more, and then tip out once more, and you might be able to just get the last bits. So we'll tip the earth off. There we go. We got those 3 bits of gold there on their own. Oh, I can pick them up now. So it was just that... I hope I didn't actually tip away gold previously. There we go. Right, we're now at 0.47. I can come out of here, and I've got 2 more bowls to do. I'll do these 2 bowls a minute, and then we will continue on. So we'll see what money we get. We'll see what money we end up with, and before I make the decision as to whether we go straight to tier 2 this episode, or if we do just go for the, not the Magnetite Separator, but the wave table and the pump, and we work it like that. I'm quite interested in working the pump and getting the wave table. I think that could be a very interesting thing to do. You do that, and then you pick it up and stir it again, and you keep doing this until such time as it stops running dirty. But let me just finish this, and we'll see how much gold we get. Okay, this just came up. Never seen anything like that. It's the biggest gold nugget I've seen in 40 years of my miner experience. I hope it's not just beginner's luck, and you'll use it wisely to stop shoveling and start using proper machines. Well, actually, I've just said that I don't want to stop shoveling just yet, but we will. We will eventually move on to the tier 2. I just want to sort of explore what else we could do with tier 1 before we move up. Check what you need to run the mobile wash plant, and don't forget about the excavator. Even the smaller ones should be enough for you. Okay, right, that's from Arnold. And we now have 39.59 ounces of gold. So I'm starting to think, because of the gold that we already had and we got rid of, I'm thinking that it's not actually a total of... It's not actually... You don't have to have 1 ounce of gold in your possession. What you actually need to do is gain a total of 1 ounce of gold over however long it takes you to do it. And that was literally just the one that I was still working on. So let me just tip that bit out there. We've got still another lot in the bucket over there, which I'm going to pan out now. Let me come out of the bucket and the bin rather, and drop there. So if I grab that, we're on 39.75. That is the last bucketful there. I'll pan this a minute, and then we can head into town and see about smelting or selling, and generally making the most of our huge nugget of gold. 39.7. So we should have 40 ounces of gold. That is fantastic. There we go. We have 40.25 ounces of gold. That's all empty. So I would like to try the whole pump and the other bit on there, and I'd like to try the wave table and just see what the wave table is like with the next bit. It would help if I closed the back of the truck. And yes, some people have pointed out that I keep using the wrong side of the pickup truck, which is actually because I'm from the UK. So for me, I'm getting in the correct side of the pickup. It's just that then I get in and think, oh, hang on a minute. The steering wheel's over on the other side. Something's not quite right here, and then I have to shuffle over. But yeah, that's just because I'm from the UK, so I'm getting in the right side of the truck for me. We do have to be careful driving around. You can have nasty accidents, and you can lose the bonnet off of the pickup truck. The hood, for those of you who don't know what a bonnet is. You can actually lose it. You can lose the thing completely. They are planning to add that to the shop at a later date so that you'll be able to buy a replacement one if you've lost yours. And there's also going to be added in the ability to sell items back to the shop if you want to. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Now, I still don't quite know what this over here is for, but I think it's something to do with the Magnetite Separator. Now, the Magnetite, it separates out sort of iron and stuff and magnetite stuff. And that's what you bring over here, and I don't know how it works. So I'm not sure how this factory thing works, but it's not actually for gold. It's to do with the Magnetite Separator. But we don't actually want the Magnetite Separator at the moment. We go and we get the mats, and we wash the mats in a bucket, like we've done previously. But then instead of using the pan, we use the wave table, and that's a separate thing. But in order to run that, you do actually need the generator. You need the generator to put electricity to it, You need the pump, but the pump doesn't need a generator. The pump has its own engine, so you need fuel for that. You need fuel for the generator, and then you need obviously some cables and stuff to join them all together. So I'd like to do that, and I'd like to use it sort of at the bit where we're doing things by hand, just to start with, just so that we can see what it's like. Once I've done that, and we've taken a look around there, I'm deliberately not driving too fast because it is possible to damage your truck and spoil things. So we don't really want to do that. Gold is around 1,200 per ounce, and we've got 40.25 ounces. That's smelted gold. But I did read on the Facebook page, on the community group, that someone did actually manage to sell all of his gold for about the same amount. The gold and ore was at the same price at the time. So I don't really know where you check that, or how you find out what the proper price is. But we're just going to look in here a minute, and we're going to see. So if we just scramble on out of there, come over to the blacksmith, and we go to use. Right, so sell ore. Gold bars are 1,206 per ounce. So if we go... Oh, that's 20 ounces. So we can get 38,000 here. So let's try and put this onto exactly 1 ounce. I don't know if it's even possible to do that. 1.7. It seems to be... that a click is, yeah, so a point and right. So it's definitely, you're getting less for your ore here than you are. So 0.9, even if you sort of allow for that, it's more for the gold. So we want to craft it into gold bars. So if we craft all of this into gold, we're going to lose 3.6 ounces of gold, which is $3,600, over $4,000. It's not quite $4,800, but it is over $4,000. It's going to cost us another $400. So, yeah, it's a good 4,500 gold that this is going to cost us. But I still think it would be worth it. I still think we're going to end up with more money than we know what to do with. 6 hours and 42 minutes to smelt all of that. And do I do it all at once or not? Do we do it as half of it? I think we'll do it all at once. Melt the gold. And there we go. So there is 40.2 ounces of gold. And that bar looks a lot nicer than the last one we had. The last one we had a lot of green in it. This is looking nice. This is. Look at that gold bar. I'm starting to think that maybe we should have done it all in 1 ounce bars. I really do. What are you supposed to do with your gold bars? I mean, I'm putting that in there, but is there like a limit to your gold bars? And how do you carry them around? I'm wanting... Oh, wrong side of the truck again. I want to get a huge quantity of gold bars. That's something I would like to have. I'd like to have just a big pile of gold bars. Huge, great big pile somewhere. Where I put them, I'm not quite sure. And what does it do when I'm minus $22 at the moment? What happens with your gold bars? Do you have somewhere that you store them? Do you have to carry them around? I mean, can we lose gold bars? The last thing I want is to lose my gold bar. I've got this gold, 40 ounces right here, so I'm watching it really carefully as I go along. I keep looking to make sure it's still in there because I don't want to lose it. But last time we came down here, we parked up near the bank, and then when we sold, we'd actually sold everything. So does it just count as being owned? That's something I'm not quite sure about. So let's leap out of here and run into the bank. There we go. Look, I have gold. Give me money. I have gold. I have gold. I have gold. Stock. Right, stock at the moment. It's plummeted. It's up 1,000. Oh, it looks bad, but it's not actually plummeted very much. There's 1,212 up there, so it's not really a great big difference of price. So sell gold bars. We have a bar at 40.25. Sell. And then go cancel. I've sold $48,454. Plus the 22 that we had is, 70 something. But yeah, 48,000. We were going to get 38 if we'd sold the ore. $48,000. That's a huge sum of money. That's fantastic. Right. Yes, I know we need to disable the diff lock. We've disabled the diff lock. We don't have the diff lock on. Stop telling me. Stop nagging. We should disable the diff lock. Yes, we know. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to go into the shop now, and we're going to get the wave table. So I'm not going to get loads of stuff. I'm not getting tier 2 yet. We're going to go for some more tier 1 stuff, but I'm going to try to automate tier 1 fully. I'd like to have completely automated tier 1. But we do have to be careful now. This is the bit that people have been having trouble with. Let me just stop. Switch off. Leap out. Now, when you put too much stuff in the pickup, because of the way that things join together and touch each other, that's what causes the whole exploding pickup scenario. And I don't want an exploding pickup. I absolutely don't. So we're going to need a Jerrycan. And I'm just going to get one of those. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. So we're going to add that one. Then we're going to come around here. So we are going to want the mobile wash plant. That's 13,500. We'll be able to afford that. That's a water hose fat, water hose thin, and hydraulic hose. Well, I don't think we want a hydraulic hose. I think we do want a water hose. How many we want, I don't know. So I'm going to get 2, because I don't think it's going to hurt to have 2 of those. Then we're going to want electric cables. Now, let's go over here. We want the Hog Pan Pump. We definitely want that one, because we're going to try that out, and we're going to see what it's like. I want to be able to... I just want to try these different things out and see how they work. The waved $6,000? Good gravy, man. That's an awful lot of money. But we should be getting more money from this anyway, so we want one of those. We'll add that. Now, I have been told that this causes an awful lot of lag. People get serious problems with the wavetable. It is on their to-do list for things to mend, but it does cause lag. So we're going to need both the mobile generator and the water pump small. So let's get one each of those. Add, and you over there as well. Let's add you in as well. So that's one each of those, the small and the mobile generator. So I've gotten 2 of those. We don't want that because that is going to be for something bigger. I'm not quite sure what. What's this? The Magnetite trailer. No idea what Magnetite trailer is for. And the Magnetite Separator, I think that's to do with running this one over here. Although I don't know how it works. That's something that I need to figure out or puzzle my way through. Right, a hook rope. I don't know what a hook rope does either, but we've got the fat power rope extension cord, we've got the power rope thin, and we've got power rope fat. So I guess that's to join those 2 together. We join 2 of those together. We want this one here, and I don't think we need more than just one. Let's see. Let's think about this. So we add that one. It's going to come out of the generator, and it's going to go into the wavetable, but we're not going to need it to go any further than that, are we? So, yeah, we don't need any more than that. We've got a Jerrycan, so we can get some fuel, and that's something there, shovel. I thought that it'd be really cool with, when you're digging stuff to start with, if you didn't want to have this gift of 40 ounce of gold, an upgrade to your shovel or a wheelbarrow or something like that, so you can shovel faster. I thought that would be actually really, really cool. Then we got a small trailer, 1,900. This one here is 3,100. Do I want a trailer? Do I want a trailer yet or not? I've bought several items now. I'm thinking maybe I should get a trailer, and then I can put some of this stuff in. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to buy a trailer. Going to buy a small trailer. I got trailer slots. I got 2. I can buy one. So we add that one for 1,900 gold. Gold? Dollars. No, I'm thinking about Warcraft now. I'm back to playing Warcraft. So 8,730. We'll buy all of that. We've got $39,700 left. Not gold. Dollars. So that's 13,500 there. We're going to have to swing by some of the other places in a minute. So what do we got here? This is what can cause problems. You get the exploding problems. So I'm going to pick some of these things up and I'm going to drop them in here. Drop that one in there like that. Open. And you just got to be careful, I think. I think it's the only way is you just got to not overload and not put too many things. If you've got too much stuff stacking up, it's the way that it sort of stacks together as you travel and things like that, and that is what starts to cause the problems. So we've just got to be a bit careful. We may even go twice just to try to stop this from happening. If I put that in there, is that going to be all right? I mean, at the moment I haven't had anything explode. Nothing has gone through the air and gone flying off. And if I drop in this cable here, it's a shame that you can't sort of move it further back. Pick that one up. You do pick things up sort of fairly hard, don't you? You pick them up quite sort of jerkily. And I got that one there, so let me climb it. I'm getting the right side of the pickup as well today. And take the handbrake off, start it up. I probably should have done that the other way around, to be fair. And now we find out how we hitch things on. Now, at the moment, the stuff in the back of the pickup isn't moving very much. I just want... So, we know that the mobile wash plant in here costs... It doesn't cost very much money. It costs a little bit, but it doesn't cost a huge amount. Let's just back up. Now, this is the... Jam the handbrake on. Now, how do you hitch this on? Is it something that you do? Oh, I see there. Just use. So we put that on there. And then we've loaded it on. So let me jump back in here and I'm going to move forward. There we go. That's all. I'm just going to go to there. That's far enough. Jump out. I'll leave the engine running. And I will then walk back up here. I'm going to get the 2 big items here. So we want the wave table. And we bring that one round. Now, this is the one that causes a lot of lag for people. So hopefully this one's going to be patched fairly soon. And we'll actually be able to use the wave table tomorrow. There is, like I said, there's this patch coming out today. But the way I've read it, I don't think that all of the stuff is being patched today. I think some of it is being patched today. And then some of it is being patched later in the week. So it will remain to be seen. I really, really hope that I'm wrong on this. I really genuinely do hope that I have got this wrong and that they are actually patching everything on the list today. But I got a feeling that they're not. I got a feeling that we'll find out that they've only patched the first couple of items and no more than that. So I'm going to try and drop the diesel can in there. I think that may end up causing a problem. If I do... Oh, I see. It's because I'm holding it. It's got the symbol over there, so it wants to fill it up. And we'll bring this in here. We've got 1 hose now to put in. Where can I put this where it's not going to try to clip into everything? You don't want to try and put it on top of there. If I can put that like that, is that going to hold? Right, we've got stuff loaded up. Everything is loaded. So I'm just going to save the game a moment, and then we're going to need to go to the garage, and we're going to need to get some fuel. Right, let's go. So we can at least drive. Driving is working. We can do this much. So we're going to head down here to the garage and we're going to try and fill up our jerry can that we've got with fuel. And we'll also top up the pickup as well because it's only got half a tank. So we will top that one up and we'll fill up the jerry can. And then once we've done that, we can then move to... We'll go over to the machinery dealership and we'll see how much the stuff is over there. There's a cow here somewhere. No idea where that is. Oh, and yeah, you know I was saying about as we were saying about the ultimate sim game. So we've got this one here as a good sim game. But what else I would like to see? Let me just put the handbrake on, switch that one off. I said like having farming simulator and everything. I love the whole. I love everything that we do here. Right, hang on, I'm going to put that back and open that one before we can use it. There we go. I really like this whole gold mining thing, but what I would also like to see is other types of mining. I'd like to be able to see all kinds of different bits of mining that we could do in this game. Can you fill these? Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to put that down. Oh, I have. I've just dropped it. That's just... Oh, there we go. I can undo that one now. Can I pick that back up? There it is. It's on the floor. It's probably not a good idea to drop the thing down there. And you can just fill it up from there. Excellent. So I can use the jerry can later on, but I can refuel everything from here right now. Let me just bring this one back over here, and I just do that there. I don't think I even needed to take the cap off of that one. Refuel. There, that's done. And the jerry can as well. Let me jump through. And I probably should try and stand it up first, but it seems to be working all right. So we can fill that one up there. That takes 20 gallons. That's actually quite a lot. No. That nearly did something wrong. Oh, I see. It's because it's refueled now. So that's going to make a difference. Let's put that back. We've paid for all the fuel. Is this going to make it explode? Please don't explode. Please don't explode. No, it's not exploded. We're okay for a moment. We're okay. I'm really worried about this. I don't want it all to explode. In on the wrong side of the truck. And start up. Right, now we can head back towards our claim. So we've got basically we've got everything that we can get that's possible to get. Oh, I just realized there's actually a truck tipped over there. That's how they've done the edge of the map here. It's what I don't like about these types of sim games. This, Farming Simulator, the rest of it. The edge of the map. It's such a depressing place, the edge of the map. I'd really like to go further. I'd like the map to go further. See more. Keep going. Advance further. It'd be fantastic. It really would. It would just be so awesome. Maybe one day. Maybe we will see it one day. We'll see this ultimate sim game that I've been talking about. And it really will happen. It would just be magic. It would be a genuinely awesome experience. It really would. I can't imagine that anybody's not going to want to play it. I mean, obviously there will be people that won't want to play it. It won't be their cup of tea. I just think it's going to be awesome. And some of the suggestions we've been getting, like fully immersive stuff where you literally, you're going to want to spend years in this game. You're never going to want to leave it. You're just not going to want to. You're going to try and get yourself a full-time job in the sim game rather than in real life. Yeah, people are going to do that. You just know that's going to happen, don't you? Right, this one here is 28,000, and then the other one is close to 20,000, so that means 50,000, and we've got 40,000. So we don't actually have enough to get that excavator. What is this one here? 97,000? Good gravy, man. It's a bit expensive. That one's 74,000. It's actually cheaper to get the big excavator than it is to get the wheel loader. I didn't see that coming. I mean, we'll be able to get a loan, I expect. So the mobile wash plant is probably the next thing. What is that? A drill. Oh, now people are saying about the drill, and I was it didn't sort of click to me, but maybe with the drill, because I was thinking it would be really cool if you can like open up a new area, because you can't sort of go off the beaten track very far. You can't cut across country, can you? On the map at the moment, and I'm hoping that they do open it up later on. So maybe they'll add in later that you can open up your own claim. You buy all 4 claims at the moment, but if you could sort of work that in later on in the game, that you can do something like that, would be so cool. That really would. Absolutely fantastic if you could dig up your own claim. And I know I did talk about that previously. So we want to get this back to our claim now. We haven't actually done a great deal. I mean, yes, we admitted that we have found a huge 40-ounce nugget of gold, and we've gotten all of this stuff. So in our next episode, we're going to set this stuff up, and we're going to finish doing our tier 1 mining. We're going to sort of do everything that we can do with tier 1 before we move on to the big excavator and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that there will be a patch before tomorrow's episode that will allow us to use the wave table a little more easily. I'm also not going to unload this pickup before tomorrow's episode, just so that it'll sort of hopefully work. Now, there should be some lights. We should have lights for the pickup, and headlights are L. There we go. And there we go. Now we can see. Right, we're going to drive all the way back to our claim, and we've got all this stuff. I don't want to go too fast because it does actually look like I could catapult things out of the trailer, which I don't really want to do. If anybody knows what happens to all the gold bars, can you lose gold? If I don't sort of take the gold physically to the bank, do I still sell it? If it just happens to be wherever I've dropped it on the map, does it stay there indefinitely? Could I like get just have a hidden stash somewhere, let's say in a ditch right there next to this factory here, pile up loads and loads of gold nuggets, one after the other, as I make the gold? Could I heap it all up there? Is it possible to do that? And also, how big are the gold bars? Is there a limit on the size of the gold bar that you get? Because that one, to start with, we had like a 0.36 ounce gold bar, and then this one was a 40.4 ounce gold bar. And so we had these gold bars there. We had this, and it had the size of it stamped on the side of the bar. What happens? Is there a limit, or does it just keep getting bigger and bigger? No! No! Oop, oop. You do have to put the handbrake on. You do have to remember to put the handbrake on. We lost our hosepipe. It fell out the back. So it is possible for stuff to bounce out. I did think before that it wouldn't do that, but apparently it does. It does bounce out the back of the truck, and you can lose stuff. So let's go on slowly. We're going to have to take this steady. We're just going to have to go nice and slow. Can you strap stuff in? Have I missed a trick here? Hang on a minute. Are there straps? Because I know like Farming Simulator has got that whole thing where you can strap stuff in. So have I missed something here? You've got action, run, jump, previous tool. It doesn't look like it. I was hoping maybe there was something there that you could like strap things in, but it doesn't look like it can happen. That's a little unfortunate. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. I will slowly make my way back to the claim because I don't want to bounce everything out of this truck. And then tomorrow we will put everything together and do our last sort of bit of mining and digging and stuff with tier 1 equipment before we start thinking about our upgrades and getting an excavator. We'll get a loan, whatever it takes, to upgrade to tier 2 and start on that. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.